Okay, now we're coming up to some interesting games. Brentford versus Leicester. Have you seen enough from Brentford this season to think that they could cause the upset? It would be considered an upset, but
Yeah.
What's your thoughts, guys?
I think Brentford have impressed in terms of that they've come into the league and they've been playing really good football, and then they haven't been they haven't been overly conservative in how they play. You look at that Liverpool game; it was so nice and open. Goals were flowing, and if you look at Brentford, they've had pretty good relative success, sitting ninth on the log at the moment. Drew to Liverpool. I think just lost to Chelsea. It was 1-0. What were there were a couple of other good results for Brentford this year. So, yeah, I don't know. I think they could maybe pull it off this weekend.
Yeah. Well, what's your prediction then?
I'm going to say 3-2 to Brentford.
Wow.
I think this game's going to be pumping with goals. Leicester just aren't looking like the same Leicester that, could always threaten.
Tell that to Man United.
Yeah. I think United are just looking particularly poor.
What about you, Shakes? Give me can Brentford cause the upset? Will they?
Yeah, look, I think Brentford, I think they've done enough to show that they are capable of staying within the league. I think they show a lot of fight. But both teams, I'm actually going through to Betway just to make sure what does both teams' score say, because Leicester, on the one hand, in their last 5 games, have conceded in each of their last 5 games. And then Brentford, on the other hand, in 4 of their last 5 games, they've conceded a goal. And I think both of them have enough quality to score goals. And I think both teams score 1.72 is not a bad bet to go with. And Brentford always bring out those games, those exciting games. You just remember what happened with regards to Liverpool, what happened with Chelsea as well, regardless of them losing 1-0. They just kept on going and trying to find a way through. I think Leicester, on the other hand, the win over Man United might have given them some hope. Patson Daka as well. He scored 4 goals, the Zambian, the African. So he scored 4 goals yesterday, picking up form after scoring against Manchester United. So I think definitely both teams to score. Leicester City wins this game 3-2.
Wow.
Nice.
I don't forget Leicester's loss or draw with Burnley, Crystal Palace. They haven't exactly been setting the league on fire. Good result for them yesterday, last week against Manchester United, without a doubt, 4-2. But I like Brentford. Everything I've seen about that team, they're well organised. They create chances. They were very unlucky against Chelsea not to convert one of those chances and get something out of that game. I just like the way they go about their football, and I'm going to say 2-1 to Brentford.
Nice. Yeah, I think the Shakes, you've hit the nail on the head there with the both teams to score. If you can combine that with a couple of others, you could have a good multi-bet going too.
West Ham versus Tottenham.
Spurs are I could see one of my two of my best friends, 2 brothers, are big Spurs fans, and I've had the privilege of watching the last couple of Spurs games with them, and you can just see the frustration of a Spurs supporter where they've got some really quality players, and they come out and they'll do well, they'll start well, and then they'll leak a couple of goals, or they'll be behind and they'll somehow scrape it back. And you can really see the frustration. I almost get frustrated from a point for Spurs, especially when you're betting on them and you're betting on their quality. So I think Spurs is the kind of team that you just don't trust,
Yeah.
Especially if you're betting. So it's
like the time they lost 3-0 to Crystal Palace, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, but then again, they beat Man City at the start. And last season they beat Man City as well, comfortably.
They're in 5th place. They're only 4 points off first. So they've had a great start to the season against Man City. I think they won their next game after that.
Yeah,
I think, and then they've won their last 2. But
look, Harry Kane got his first Premier League goal last week, which can only be a good thing for Spurs as a whole, because maybe they'll sort of use that as a bit of a platform. This is the kind of game that Spurs should win, but something tells me they're going to let a lead go and it's going to be 2-2.
Yeah, look, you've got to look at the opposition, and West Ham's not a bad side.
No.
David Moyes has got them well organised. They're playing at home, which is never easy to win. I can't.
Look, they're favoured, but not by a lot. I think it's 2.42 to West Ham, 2.8. What do we got there for Spurs? Yeah, 2.93. So, I mean, the bookies have them pretty evenly stacked as well.
I've actually picked them down 1-1 game.
1-1.
I've got a draw.
Yeah, I've got 2-2.
Shakes?
Yeah. No, I think you guys hit it on the nail with regards to potentially it being a draw. I think West Ham will be a lot harder than what Newcastle was for Tottenham. But then again, you can't disregard the fact that Tottenham have been able to beat Aston Villa and then beat Newcastle as well. And especially considering the atmosphere that was in the Newcastle Stadium, they kept them really quiet. I think I'm also going to go with the 1-0 draw on this one.
Cool. Wow. We're all in agreement on a draw.
Cool.
Okay, now, without doubt, the game of the weekend, Liverpool versus Man United, one of the biggest rivalries in football. Man United, they played in the Champions League this week. Again, Ronaldo hadn't scored in 3. Everybody, all the criticism, all the scribes writing column inches on how useless he was. I mean,
Shakes put out a great tweet last night. Shakes, you put out a lot of good tweets, but I did enjoy this one. He said, why the need for the camera to pan over to Ronaldo every single time Manchester United messes up? He said, obviously he's going to be angry. He's a match winner and this United team isn't winning. Obviously he's going to be frustrated. But pan the camera over to the people that are responsible, because Ronaldo, playing at number 9, is not responsible for all those goals that are getting conceded. And then I had to laugh. There was, I think, the 89th minute, you've got Ronaldo sitting at right back in front of Luke Shaw, blocking out shots. And then winning games like he does. So I think Ronaldo will be huge for Man United's cause this weekend, and I do think he will score. But I just think, without bias, Liverpool are too good at the moment.
They're arguably definitely with the best 11, the best starting 11 in the Premier League.
Yeah. I look, and that Atalanta game, not the Atalanta game, the Atletico Madrid game.
Madrid, yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was, Liverpool took a 2-0 lead very early. We're playing really well, and then Atletico's 2 goals was such a, credit to them for scoring them, but it was such soft...
smash and grabs.
So, yeah, from Liverpool's side, it's you had Henderson pressing high, Matip sort of coming off his line, and then Van Dijk exposed,
Yeah.
Twice. It was just like, and these 2 goals came in, and just for me, didn't reflect how that game was going at all. So I'm very happy that Salah came back, and I think, Liverpool got a win that they deserved. And that's a tough game. That's a big game because, Atletico are...
well
the
coached.
Burnley of the just scrap it in terms of how they just they're playing to not play, but when they get a goal, a chance, they score, which they did. So I just think Liverpool take a lot of confidence from that. Arguably one of the best sides in the world at the moment, and Manchester United, I wouldn't say are. So for me, it's I think Liverpool's great value at 2.27 as well, and I'm backing them for a 2-1 win.
Yeah, look, Liverpool, to me, they've destroyed Leeds United 3-0, Crystal Palace 3-0, Watford 5-0, Man City 2-2.
Yeah.
Unlucky there. Liverpool, for me, the best starting 11 in the Premier League. I like them to go to Old Trafford and steal this game 3-1. I just think they're the better side.
Yeah.
They've got great speed. Mane is completely a transformed player from last year. You've got and he's not reacting negatively because he's had goals disallowed this season as well. But it's not weighing on him the way it was last year.
Yeah.
So he's playing with a lot of confidence. Salah's just supreme. And to me, Man United can't match up with these guys. So I picked Liverpool 3-1. And I will be watching this game.
Me too, most definitely.
Hopefully my nails will be done from the Southampton, but this one's...
Yeah, hopefully the nails will be done for sure. So yeah, guys, big game this weekend. This is the biggest fixture this weekend. I thought United needed that win last night to have any chance of anything, to try and get something out of Liverpool. I've tried to play as many scenarios as I can in my head with regards to this game, United winning, and there's not a single one that comes to mind except for Liverpool getting 2 red cards, and that's highly not going to happen. So I think the best result United can possibly go for is a draw in this one, considering all the scenarios that have played out in my head. And Liverpool as well. I think Liverpool need to beat United too, to sort of put a statement. The draw at home against Chelsea, the draw at home against Manchester City, and now you're facing up United at their home ground. They have to win to sort of put the stamp to say, oh, maybe they can win the league, So I think they definitely need to win for sure.
And let's not forget that Old Trafford holds 72-odd thousand people, and it'll be full.
Yeah.
Which kind of begs the question is why we're only having 2,000 people for a Bafana game. We've got to end this ridiculous state of emergency and all this bollocks.
Yeah, I mean, well, look, we can't hold. We've had to withdraw from the FIFA Club World Cup too, because of issues with stadium capacity and vaccination. And look, that tournament's coming up in December, and they still don't have a host.
No, they finally got one. No, they got one. They announced it yesterday. So I think it's Abu Dhabi is going to be hosting the Club World Cup.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which is great. But if you need the email to Safa, I can send it to you, Kevin.
It's not so much Safa. It's the ANC. Why we've got 20,000 COVID cases? Why are we in a state of emergency? It's they've taken the freedom, as all countries have. Why would they want to give it back? It's just absolutely moronic.
Yeah, but will you be one of the 2,000 screaming?
No, because I don't want to go travel to see Bafana play. If they're in Cape Town, I'd go and see them.
So, guys, do you have any bets for this weekend that scream out at you?
Oh, I like a few. I like Southampton to beat Burnley. I like Leeds to sneak one against Wolverhampton. I like Arsenal to beat Aston Villa, and I like Liverpool to beat Man United.
Yeah,
there's a lot of bets that I like this weekend.
Yeah, I think Liverpool's really good value at
even
2 points.
Even at 1.43, Man City's not bad value to beat Brighton and Hove Albion. You can make worse bets on the stock market with your money. But if you're given a 43% return on your investment, Man City to beat Brighton, Hove Albion. So I'm hoping for a big weekend.
Yeah, I've put down a little multi-bet here. I've got Crystal Palace to beat Newcastle, Brentford and Leicester, both teams to score, West Ham, Spurs, both teams to score, and then over 2.5 goals in the Liverpool United game. So that's odds of 9.12. I've put down $100. Hopefully I will end the weekend with 900 Rand from that. And then I will be putting down a straight out bet on Liverpool to win, but in a case like that, I'm going to wait and just make sure of the squads before I place that bet.
I came up with a multi-bet slip as well. If you guys are keen on hearing it, I can just say it to you guys quickly. I was looking out for this. Okay, awesome. I have to open the tabs for my bets here. And my one doesn't have Liverpool and doesn't have Manchester United and Liverpool, funny enough. So I think I'm staying away from that game. There's something about it that's just telling me Liverpool should win, but United are just going to do something crazy. So my multi-bet slip is Arsenal versus Aston Villa. Both teams to score, yes. Chelsea against Norwich, handicap -1, Chelsea win. And then Manchester City straight win. And then Brentford against Leicester, both teams to score, yes. And then over 1.5 goals in the West Ham versus Tottenham game. My odds are 8.45. And I put $200 on it, and I've got the potential of making 1.6 back. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to it.
Send me that bet, Shakes. I'll send you mine.
I'm going to put an Arsenal, Leeds United, Crystal Palace, Southampton, Brentford, Liverpool. That's a 6-teamer. It pays back for 100 Rand. It pays back 11,752.
Sure.
Putting in that bet now. So drinks are on me at the end of the weekend.
What's that, Kevin? I'm going to put it down to Arsenal, Leeds, Southampton.
Arsenal, Leeds, Southampton, Crystal Palace,
Liverpool,
Brentford, and Liverpool.
Cool. Stick it in.
Guys, always great to see you, and good luck this weekend with every bet that you make.
Thanks.
Lots to bet on, and
always great chatting.
Word.
Good luck, Shakes.
Yeah.
See you, Shakes. Thanks for.
Always a pleasure. See you guys, huh?
Thanks, mate. Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.